The Russian invasion of Ukraine has split the hacking community, sending some of the most recognizable and powerful groups scrambling to pick a side to declare their allegiance to. In a tweet, Hacking Group Anonymous declared a cyber war against the Russian government and is claimed to be responsible for attacks that brought down Russia Today, a state-backed news outlet, and several government websites. It also said it hacked other Russia state TV channels. Conti, a ransomware group with possible ties to Russian intelligence that attacked more than 290 American targets last year, declared its full support of Russian government and would use all possible resources to strike back at any adversaries. Cyber threat intelligence company Orpheus Cyber reported another group united with Russia obtained stolen data from more than 45 Ukrainian government websites, with some of it up for sale. The motives of these hacking groups to pick a side range widely. Members of Anonymous have stated their guiding principle is anti-oppression. Russian-aligned attacks may be state-sponsored. They can also come from groups who feel pressured by the Kremlin to operate on their behalf.
It's not entirely clear what the connection is between the ransomware gangs and the Russian government. At best, they are working within a permissive environment. At worst, they are working for certain wings of the Russian government.
Some of the actions of Russian government just prior to the war of shutting down our evil gang or arresting them and shutting down a number of dark web forums and shops. These cyber criminals are afraid that if they don't support the regime, they're going to be next.
Hacking groups may turn themselves into targets for moving away from their usual financial motives for attacks, however. After Conti declared support for Russia, an apparent insider who objected the group's support for Russia leaked a trove of internal chat messages and other files that Holden says, quote, mortally wounded the gang.
So when we see things like this, we are learning from how in 2021, 2022, cyber criminal enterprise operates. So we have ability to detect and deter organizations like this in the future.
Moving forward, experts told Newsy that any further cyber escalation could spell trouble for those outside the conflict zone, including Americans. Groups like Conti could come back to hit the US as well.
They are a highly effective ransomware group, albeit one that has terrible operational security. They likely do still have access to certain US networks that they have yet to encrypt, and they could potentially do that at any time.
Tyler Atkinson, Newsy, Chicago.